Hi, I'm Joshua Curvin. Welcome to another Death Battle prediction video. But first, Smokey Bear versus McGruff the Crime Dog. That was about as fun as I expected. I had a feeling that they were going to find some random thing like they did with Smokey being the size of a mountain one time. And even just with the analysis, they never gave McGruff anything even close to that. So once they mentioned it, it was like, oh, well, that's it right there. The animation was really good. I really liked the classic animation style, and the death blow was really somber. I feel like that's the most awareness that any character has had of their impending death. And yeah, that was kind of interesting. It was pretty well done. It's kind of a joke fight, so there isn't too much to say about it. So let's move on to Thor versus Wonder Woman. I know I harp a lot on Marvel versus DC fights, but if you're going to do those fights, this is one of the ones that you would do for it. These two are huge in terms of stats and comparisons. It's a very good fight thematically, and it's a very good fight in context of the actual battle. It's a close fight. I feel like I'm going to kind of be a bit short with it though, because there was a lot of stuff that I had to go over, and I'm more or less going to give more of a conclusion than anything else, as well as a few possibilities. I'm hoping they're going to give the characters as much of the stuff as they can. For example, I hope they give Thor not only Mjolnir, which they're obviously going to, but also Jarnbjorn, which is his axe, which can apparently cut through anything as well, just like Wonder Woman's sword. I'm also hoping that they give Thor his Black Uru arm, which was capable of blocking hits from Mjolnir. And then with Wonder Woman, I'm curious if they're going to give her, I can't remember the name of it, but it's like this metal disc thing that can turn into whatever she wants, and it's sentient and can go to her, and it has a bunch of crazy feats. It hurt Martian Manhunter to try to look inside of it when people were hiding in there, and it's very anti-hacks. It's kind of interesting. So ultimately with the stats for this one, Thor and Wonder Woman have a lot of high-end feats, but they also have a lot of kind of irrationally high-end feats, a few outliers. Wonder Woman especially has one when she beats someone called, I believe, the Firstborn, who is a multiversal enemy, but she's only done that the once, and I think it was using a temporary power boost anyway. So when you kind of look at the stats, both of them are, I believe, in the either solar system, multi-solar system, or galaxy range, with Thor being a little bit ahead in terms of strength and durability. However, Wonder Woman has a pretty significant speed advantage, but, Death Battle, they don't really use speed all that much. So then it kind of comes down to, with Thor having the strength advantage, is that going to make the death battle more lean in his favor? And again, that kind of comes into what they give the characters, because I feel like they went into, in one of the previews, what it takes to be chosen to wield Mjolnir. I'm really, really hoping they don't go some fanfiction route where, oh, Wonder Woman took Mjolnir and killed Thor with it. That would be really, really shallow, because the thing with Mjolnir choosing who is worthy to wield it is that it's entirely up to the writer. So, to decide, yes, Wonder Woman can wield it, is basically just making a fanfiction ending for the fight, which is a huge mistake in terms of a researched battle. Not only that, but she has her own weapons. She doesn't need Mjolnir. In addition, you have plenty of hacks and stuff where, for example, Mjolnir can sap the life away from enemies, but Diana counters that with the Lasso of Truth. It can apparently heal her or something like that, or protect her from life stealing. she's resisted reality warping on I believe it was like a universal level, so a lot of that kind of stuff isn't going to work. So, for the most part, they counter each other's hacks extremely well, and Thor's a bit stronger and more durable. Wonder Woman is a good bit more fast. So right now I'm leaning towards Wonder Woman, but at the same time, Thor has a few things like, I believe the Odin Force God Blast or something like that, where it's just an omnidirectional burst of energy. For the most part, regardless of speed, that'll hit her, because it's an omnidirectional blast. There's nowhere to avoid. The only thing is that using her bracelet is her best advantage there. They are actually indestructible, and they have taken like universal damage numerous times and kept going. So honestly, it could be just about anything he does would be blocked by the bracelets. But that doesn't mean that he can't hit elsewhere. Again, with an omnidirectional blast, even if she puts up the bracelets, even if she puts up a barrier, it'll smash through the barrier and it'll hit her because there's other parts to hit. So that part kind of pushes me more towards Thor. See, even as of making this video, I'm still not entirely certain who's going to win. And that is a really good feeling, because we haven't had a death battle like that in a long, long time. So I guess if I have to make a guess, which I kind of do, I'm inclined to say Wonder Woman because of the speed advantage. So, yes, realistically, even though Death Battle is going to probably ignore the high-end speed feats, I shouldn't. Wonder Woman does have speed feats that make it so Thor, with the exception of that omnidirectional blast, he can't hit her. But even with that omnidirectional blast, there's a good chance that Wonder Woman would be able to get in, do enough damage before he even does it. So I'm inclined to say Wonder Woman. I'm also really looking forward to the fight for this one because it's done by Torian. And here's hoping they don't just reuse the stats from Thor versus Raiden and Wonder Woman versus Rogue, because that would be fucking terrible. It was what, like Mach 3 Wonder Woman? Yeah. That would suck. So I guess I'll see you after the next one, and I'll see you guys then.